as I find my live stream. One moment. Hello. How is everyone today? Anjali, you're overthinking. All right, hold up. I'm finding it. Gotta find our live stream. Okay. Yep, I'm blinded by this. Okay. How is everyone? How are you all on this lovely, morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? This is me making up the fact that I didn't go live on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is going to be a shorter than usual live today, simply because I have coaching calls, as per usual. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be able to stay on like I normally would. You know what I mean? But we can still sit here and have fun, okay? We're still gonna have fun. I'm in my room because everybody's downstairs. You know what I mean? Everyone's downstairs. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Can we talk about how fucking amazing the hot seat / group coaching is going? Please, can we talk about it? I don't mean to like show favorites as far as favoriting the memberships, but the hot seat one is just mic drop. It's just so fucking smooth. It runs so smooth. It really does. And like I said, I think it has everything to do with that damn kitchen timer that, I just love it. And what I love about it is that membership is the only one that I am recording and then uploading after the fact. Like that's the bonus of joining that group is I will record that session or that live stream and repost just for the hot seat members to watch. Or if you missed it, you get to rewatch it. And the beauty of manifestation law of assumption is everyone is you pushed out. So I know I keep saying this in my videos as repeat, but I think you should hear it, that someone will have your question. Someone will have something regarding your scenario, and you will get answers even if you don't get in the hot seat. And judging by the feedback that I continuously get, it happens all the time. So it's fun. It's a good group. And we're doing so good at keeping it fair. And by fair, I mean anyone who's never been in the hot seat has priority first. That way, I don't know, maybe it's because I was a middle child and I give a shit about fairness. Probably no, that is the reason why. Okay. I was middle child, I had to fight the younger one and fight the older one. But I want everyone that hasn't had a turn to get their turn first before we have repeaters. And I don't know. That's just me and my, middle child syndrome talking. So I'm going to shut the hell up and I'm going to start answering questions that I can barely read because the sun is so bright in my room right now. Okay. Come on. One moment. Other than that, how's everybody's fucking Sunday going, huh? I'm having a fabulous day. I am getting shit organized. I am getting my people scheduled for their sessions. I feel accomplished today. Okay, I decluttered my perfumes. I still have a lot. I feel good today. Damn it. I feel good. All right. Amy F., member for 16 months. OG, thank you very much. Kim, I finally realized what the holdup has been on SPs. Now I have work to do. I'll have to get a hot seat meeting for a little one-on-one to break through. Yes, please, Amy. I would love to have a little one-on-one chit-chat. Please do. Let's do this shit. Okay? Wait, I have an exam tomorrow, but you are the priority here. Mohammed, I love you just for that, okay? I love being a priority to people. I love it. I should be a priority in everyone's life. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yes, Amy, please. Let me know. All right. Anjali Sharma, Kim, I feel like I'm overthinking states. What is your process with doing it? Because 3D keeps going south for me. 3P now. Okay. Well, first of all, Anjali, let's not start panicking over having a 3P. I know that probably was not something enjoyable to find out. But, third parties, all they are manifestation of usually a feeling not good enough, right? Not a priority. And what's the other one? Not a priority and something else is, in my opinion, all connected to not good enough. But there's the other one. I feel that not a priority and feeling not chosen, I think both of them are connected to just not feeling good enough. And you want to know why? Because think about it. When you're not chosen, there's always a but or a because. I'm not being chosen by that person. There's usually always a because. And it'll be something tied to us not feeling good enough about ourselves. Ooh, Kim, look at you. It's my sports bra. It's gross and it's old. It's my workout bra. Who else keeps it this raw and real? Who else? No one, okay? No one else brings out the ratty sports bras and puts it on display and talks manifestation. Just me. I'm in a good mood. And I just had, I had a couple of strawberry M&Ms before I started this live. And I haven't had candy like that in a while. So I'm like, zzz. It's just like having a Mountain Dew. That's how I feel. So Anjali, okay, if you're overthinking states, I think truthfully, anyone, this is just my opinion, anyone who doesn't like states is because they are overthinking states. They are thinking it. Salty, just want to say before I get to you, Salty, you're one of my peeps. You're one of my peeps to be scheduled, just so you know. Okay, you're on my mind because I literally just saw your name. It's like, oh, I got it. I got it. I got to schedule her. Anyways, back to Anjali. So yeah, I think anybody that doesn't like states of consciousness or doesn't even want to entertain that when it comes to manifestation is because they're overthinking it. That's my personal opinion. Because once you finally do understand states, in my opinion, you're never going to turn back. You're never going to go back to your old techniques, to the old ways of doing things. Because states is honestly easier. That's an opinion. That's not, fact. It's my opinion, and obviously I think I'm right about everything. Duh. So, listen. First and foremost, this goes to no matter what though, whatever you're manifesting. When things are not the way we want them in the 3D, the first type of shit we want to start getting a hold of is realizing our 3D is the manifestation of who we have been dominantly being. So when it comes to states, take the word states away and insert just who do you believe you are? Who do you think you are as a whole or at your core? Who do you really believe you are? And we'll use me as the example of this, okay? So, in my early days of manifestation, for me, none of that matters right now. I like to just fast forward and get to the place of when I first discovered states. Because before that, I really wasn't looking deep, right? I knew the surface level beliefs I had, and don't get me wrong, even the surface level ones were connected to the deep rooted ones, but the deep rooted ones were really abandonment and never feeling good enough. Those were my thing, okay? But when I started really thinking about what I thought about myself versus love and relationships, I had terrible thoughts about me, meaning not only was I not good enough, I would tear my appearance up, my personality up. I would tear me down. I thought pretty shitty of myself. And when I thought about relationships, oh my God, did I desperately want to be in one, right? But for as much as I would tell myself, I'm a good girlfriend. I know what kind of a girlfriend I am. I don't understand it. This should be easy for me. I'm such a nice person. I'm the good girlfriend. But do you hear what I'm saying? Hear what I'm saying? I'm the good person. I was so good to that person, or I was so good to him. I'm a good girlfriend. It was always coming from a victim mindset. Because truthfully, I never felt like I was a good enough girlfriend. I never thought love was going to work out for me. I wanted it desperately. I wanted that experience, but I didn't believe that it was ever going to be a true possibility to me. And I would, kind of push that to the side. I cannot talk, okay? I would push it to the side instead of getting really real with myself, like authentically. So with you and your specific person right now, ask yourself honestly, do you think that you can have a relationship? Do you believe that you're ever going to have a long-term, happy, fulfilling, full of love relationship? Do you think that's possible for you? Or are you someone who's thinking that happens for everybody else but you? See, I think that, I think we are all so damn hard on ourselves. And I saw this in a comment today oh my God, Kim, I cannot talk. Someone left me a comment today and I totally agreed with it, that it's so easy for us to be kind to other people, but we can be so shitty to ourselves. So really get authentic with yourself. Do you really think you can have a relationship? Do you really think love is going to work out for you? Do you really think that the person you're manifesting, if this is someone that, you've had a previous experience with, blah, blah, blah. I'm assuming you do, Anjali, because now they have a third party, so there must be some connection there. Do you really think that person can ever love you? Ever choose you? Do you really believe at your core that manifesting is really going to work for you? And if the answers are no to these, okay, don't worry, don't panic. That doesn't mean, oh my God, no, it's not going to work. Yes, it is. But you want to get real with yourself. You want to get real. You want to be as authentic as possible. Listen, I can give you guys fluff if you'd like me to. Affirm this to get your specific person. There you go. Have a good day. But I would rather just help you actually get your fucking manifestation and then be able to fucking keep it once you have it. Which is what states of consciousness truly is. Because when you start looking authentically to what you're really thinking about yourself, because like I said, you can over here fluffing it. He loves me, 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 he loves me. He loves me, he loves me, he loves me. But at my core, I truly don't think anyone's going to ever love me. I don't think relationships are ever going to work out for me. I don't think I'm ever going to get what I want. He loves me, he loves me, he loves me, he loves me, he loves me. He contacts me every day. He talks to me every day. He texts me every day. Every single day. It's constant contact. No, he's never going to reach out to me, or I can't trust that it's actually going to happen every single day. I'm not sure manifestation works, or if it does work, it works for everybody but me. He doesn't love me. He doesn't. No, he's never going to choose me because relationships won't work for me. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me. That's constant. One leg in a state and then another leg in another state. So it's like literally, I want to get up and do a dance to show you how you're hopping back and forth between states. Do you see why you might be experiencing some shit in your 3D? You've got to get into, what do you really believe, Anjali? Do you think it's going to work for you? Do you think no, listen, and it's okay if the answer is no. You're going to start deciding that yes, you are that version of yourself that can have the experience, the love, the relationship, your person. I'm deciding today that I am the fucking version of myself that can have whatever my heart desires. Whatever I want, I can have it, or I can experience it, whatever it is you're manifesting. That's who I am. That's who I am now. I know that I can have a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. It's my turn to start getting what I want. It's my turn to start loving waking up in the morning and loving my life. It's my turn. This is who I am now. I'm the version of myself that can trust that manifestation is working for me. It's finally working for me. It's making that decision. This is who I am now. I am the version of myself. Now listen, you can talk to yourself in any way. You don't have to say word for word what I'm saying. It's just you making a conscious decision that you are new self. But when it comes to anyone on the manifestation journey, you got to figure out what techniques you like doing. And use whatever technique that is to help you stand firm in your decision of who you are now. And like I say all the time, it's not about being perfect. It's not about you having to constantly be in that state. It's about how often you're fucking returning to that state. It's how often you get back up and get back there. Even if you're falling out a second later, who cares? Get back up and go back. Period. And if it feels too hard to believe, so now, Anjali, you have a third party. So maybe it's going to feel a little bit restrictive to just say, I am the version of myself that's having the relationship. That's who I am now. I believe that love can work for me. We are together. He's spending the rest of his life, all those things. If it feels too restrictive, then just worry about going to the next state over. And the next state over is, it's different for everybody, right? So everything's individual, but maybe the next state over for you is it's the version of you that can trust manifestations working. Maybe it's the version of you who knows manifestation works quickly and effortlessly and you can trust it, right? You decide what feels the least resistive when you're saying it to yourself. And listen, you can affirm your way there. You can visualize yourself there. Your imagination is the all-knowing, all-powerful connection to God. That's your imagination. So let it run without restrictions like a child would, right? Some of us, I know, listen, because this was me too, we want our manifestations so fucking bad. There's nothing wrong with wanting it. That's not what I mean. But we want it so bad, we are so fucking concerned with doing every single technique perfectly. But some of us are just using our damn techniques and not changing self. He loves me, he loves me, he loves me, he loves me. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's never going to choose me. I'm never going to be in a relationship. I'm never going to be happy. He loves me, he loves me, he loves me. It's not about you mastering the perfect fucking technique. The techniques are all that. They're just techniques. The entire purpose of all of this is to get you to become a new version of self. The version of you that can believe and trust that it's working for you at minimum. So you are probably overthinking states. You're making it this big fucking deal. And I get it. It's because you want your manifestation. But take the pressure off and just work your way up through the states. Work on, I'm going to be, or I'm deciding, or I'm becoming the version of myself that can easily shift states. Because you're easily shifting states regardless all fucking day long, whether you know you are or not, you are. Well, I'm the version of myself that can easily get into any state I want to. I'm the version of myself that can trust manifestation is working for me. And I'm the version of myself that knows I don't need to be fucking attached to the 3D. So I'm becoming the version of myself that is detached from the current 3D. And I find it easy. It's easy for me to detach from my 3D. Now, listen, when I bring up detachment, please always remember, I don't mean that you have to walk around with fucking blinders on and pretend shit isn't happening. I'm saying you're seeing your 3D circumstances as they are not obstacles. It's not in your way. That's what I mean. By detachment, it's from me, this is Kim's version of detachment, is just getting to the place of knowing whatever's happening in your 3D, if it's not what you want, don't worry about it. That'll go away and your manifestation will show up no matter what. So don't panic. So SP's got a third party. Truthfully, who fucking cares? It doesn't fucking matter. You're still going to get your specific person. It doesn't fucking matter. It feels like it fucking matters, like it's really a big deal because you're thinking logically in this moment. And logic is not manifestation's best friend. Delusion is. So don't worry, Anjali. Okay? I know it probably hurt your feelings, but that was a manifestation of who you were previously dominantly being. Right? It's all it is. And now you're going to start deciding to be a new version of self, and this shit will change. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Damn it. Please. Laptop. Oh, my laptop was dying. It's got a low battery. Let's see. You know what? All right. Hold the presses. I'm going to grab, so don't anybody get fucking offended, but I'm going to grab the membership ones, because if I don't, I will lose them, because YouTube does not collect them for me. YouTube only collects the paid ones. So let me grab the membership ones too, because this is a perk for the membership. You know what I'm saying? But then I'll get back in order. So once I'm done with the membership ones, I think it's Sanaya, you will be next. So one moment. All right. Ranja K, member for 12 months. Thank you very much. And she's in the hot seat group. Okay. Still feeling off and having to go back to work tomorrow. I'm bothered by everything happening still. Love you. Love you too. All right. So in Ranja's case, I speak to her outside of YouTube, right? We connect outside of YouTube. So I know her situation. So the way I'm about to talk is going to sound like, bitch, you already know all the details, because I kind of already know all the details. Okay. So, girl, listen, you need a judging from me. Okay. Now, feelings are always valid, right? Feelings are always valid. So what you're feeling right now is valid. Okay. That was so helpful, wasn't it? But you're having certain feelings right now because your mind's going logical. And you know it is. Your mind's going logical. And I know, I'm not going to pretend that it wouldn't be a little bit annoying as hell to me too, right? We're all human, okay? We're all human. We're going to have our moments. So don't punish yourself for the way you're feeling right now. But please remember, whatever we're experiencing in the 3D, we know what it is. It's just manifestation of who we've been previously dominantly being. It's nothing more than that. Now, I know that some other fears on your mind, I know what they are, right? I'll keep them to us. But, and I really want you to listen to me on this one. You will never be that old version of self ever again. Ever again. And being that I've known you for as long as I have, girl, you are very, very well, by the way, evolving. Like a good girl. You are shifting. You are changing self. You are. Right? I know this. I know this because I have interaction with you. So I know you have. So you're not the same girl. So if you're not the same self, you're not going to have the same experiences. Right now, you're thinking logically. Right? It's understandable, right? That's not judgment. That's me saying, girl, you're feeling that way because of logical thoughts. Logical, shitty, old thoughts that belong to old self. Old self. Be the observer, not the instant acceptor. Nothing is too big for God. If any of you don't believe in God, insert the word you do. But what we are at our core is consciousness, aka God, aka, if you don't like God, insert universe, higher power, whatever you believe in, use that as, whatever created everything. No circumstance in our 3D is too big for God. God is flawless, God is limitless, and every single one of us is made from God, or I am, whichever. I like saying both. I amness, God, same thing. So you don't have a circumstance right now, girl, that is too big for God. God doesn't see limits, obstacles. You're seeing it that way right now because of your logical thinking, limited human mind. The 3D limited, logical, literal thinking mind. Your I amness, which every single one of us has within, right? Every one of us has it. Every one of us is made from the same thing. We're all one consciousness. God, he, she, it, I don't know, I don't care, but he, she, it, God, I amness, sees a much bigger view than you do. You see what's right in front of you. That's because you're limited. Your 3D viewing glasses are fucking limited. So they can only see right here, where your I amness sees it all. And somehow, some way, this right now in your 3D is bringing you to your manifestation. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense to you. Doesn't have to make sense to me. Doesn't have to make sense to anybody. Our job is just to keep deciding who we are being, aka embodying a state. That's our job. That's it. Other than being the observer of our thoughts. It's making the decision of who we want to be. So when you're getting upset, you got to remind yourself, you're thinking logically, period. You're thinking logically. Think about it. Any fearful thoughts, anytime our body starts feeling like shit, it's usually because of what we're fucking thinking. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Usually what we're fucking thinking. And when thoughts make us feel yucky, it's usually a logical fucking thought. And right now, I know you're comparing the past to now. Okay? You are. Stop it. Everything's going to be okay. Everything is always going to be okay. All right? You have not come this far on your journey to end up not getting your manifestation. Okay? Who are you being right now? Who are you being right now? Okay? You can do this. Okay, let's see. Come on. Okay. I think, yes, the next one is Jen, member for 9 months. Ooh, Jen's in the hot seat. That's right. I forgot because she was in the hot seat this week. You are welcome. Ranjan, you're welcome. Oh my God, Kim. Don't know if you will see this, but mega motherfucking movement with SP. Need zhuzh that it is unfolding. I think it is for real. Thank you for encouraging us to keep going. I am going to relax and decide and let it unfold, but also, fuck yes. Good. Good, Jen. Good. And congratulations on your motherfucking major ass fucking movement. Good. I knew you would get it. I knew it. Now, as far as the zhuzh, this will be a zhuzh for everybody because, guys, listen, okay? This is one of the reasons why I say fuck your 3D. Fuck it entirely. Don't panic. Don't worry about what we see in front of us. You know, it's okay if you have your moments. It's okay if you reacted. It's okay, whatever. But just know, whatever you see in the 3D is somehow, some way still leading you to your manifestation, period. So maybe there's movement like Jen, right? That maybe it's not 100% understandable. I'm sure it's fucking exciting because it's fucking movement, right? But Literally everything is taking you to your manifestation. Everything. Everything. Literally everything. So when we don't understand why things are the way they are in our 3D, that's okay. We don't need to understand it. It's still leading us to our manifestation. Doesn't matter. Oh, you're having fucking tacos for dinner? Okay. Bridge of incidents. You're getting your manifestation. You're doing laundry tomorrow? Good. Bridge of incidents. You're getting your manifestation. You're out poop scooping out in the yard like I was about an hour ago? Good. Bridge of incidents. Get my manifestation. Every single moment is taking you to your manifestation. Absolutely everything. And when you start seeing and thinking of your 3D like that, it becomes a lot less scary. It becomes a lot less worrisome. Poop scooting. Yeah. Damn, poop is. Ugh. Anyway. So Jen, oh yeah, it's unfolding. Listen, guys, think about it. The minute you make the decision to be the version of self that's having what you want, the orchestration begins. I love that word and I love that thought. The orchestration. I got that from Amy, Illuminating Joy. Either we said it in a text or we said it on the phone. I think we were on the phone. But she said, I'm like, what did you just say? She's like, the orchestration. I'm like, oh my God. We were on the phone. Well, no, we were sending recording messages. This doesn't matter. I love Amy, Illuminating Joy. She doesn't need my shout out. She's got plenty. She's got tons of subscribers. But, meaning she didn't need my, that sounded shitty. Like, she doesn't need me. No, I meant it like, that girl's got a big ass channel. It doesn't matter. Kim, shut the fuck up. Okay, so listen. The minute you make the decision, the minute you decide, yes, I'm having that fucking desire. I'm having it. Is it a specific person? Okay, I'm having it. I'm having that relationship with that person. Orchestration just started. Boom, 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 boom. Orchestration started. What's your orchestration? It's your bridge of incidents. Some people panic when they hear bridge of incidents because they make the automatic assumption that must mean a long fucking bridge. No. Who told you that? Your bridge of incidents could be friggin' 3 seconds. I said this. I think I said it in the live stream before, but if not, I'm saying it again. Even instant manifestations have a fucking bridge of incidents because you still needed to be inspired to look at the instant manifestation bridge of incidents. Everything, every manifestation has a bridge of incidents. And most, if not all, you don't even recognize. Incidences we don't even recognize as part of the manifestation till you look backwards. So, yeah, Jen, I hope you're zhuzh because this is good. I'm very happy for you. Listen, as we continue or we return to the decision of being who we want to be. It's like a done deal, literally. I think I said this the other day too, that, no, I've said it in live streams before. We got to drop the phrase creating. Because we ain't creating. Creation's finished. Whatever you want, it's already done. It's already done. It's already created. You're just manifesting it. You're just bringing it into your awareness. You're just bringing it to your 3D. Or more like hopping to the 3D where it's already existing. But we're not creating. It's already done. So when I say you can be, do, and have whatever the fuck you want, you can. It's already created. You wouldn't be able to think of the desire on your own. You would not be able to come up with that desire if it already wasn't created. We are limitless, flawless, limitless. Well done, Jen. Okay. Oh, well, Stacy. Oh, well, Stacy's yours doesn't have a message. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Stacy. You're on my list with Salty. You're on my list. This is good. Don't know if that helped. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, Jen. I am $1 million month mama, BFF. Thank you very much. Member for 22 months. She's an official OG. Like, official. Hey, beautiful. I have something really funny but neat to share. My mom got me a business bag 4 years ago that's black and purple. I got my tote bag last week from a business partner, and it's the exact same color and style. I find it hilarious, and I love it. Well, I don't believe in coincidences, so I just love it. Well done. I'm thinking about that. What are the chances that 4 years later, the same exact bag? That is funny. I like it. All right. So from my perspective, that is all the membership ones that I can see. So now I'm going to get back on with Sanaya Wasim. Thank you very much. I'm still waiting for a work from home job. I'm holding back in all the sarcasm right now. I'm holding it back. Okay, let's read this out loud again together, okay? I'm still waiting for a work from home job. I don't have it. It's not here yet. I'm still waiting. Now, do you now see why I'm responding that way? Do you see what the issue at hand could be? Do you? Well, if not, I'll go into detail. What the Sam fuck? Do you really think that sitting with that mindset is gonna help you? And there's a very good chance that, someday I'm going to manifest the ability to see through your damn minds. And I bet you I'm going to see that you don't return very often to the version of yourself that has your damn manifestation. I think you are probably returning back to the version of self that doesn't fucking have it, who's still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay. That's the version of self you're being. So you're manifesting absolutely fucking perfectly. Your 3D's always going to validate who you are being, who you believe you are. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. It isn't here yet. Hasn't happened yet. What the fuck, Kim? Still waiting. We gotta change that. You gotta change that. It's time to actually start being the version of yourself that has your fucking job, that has your working at home job. You gotta drop that I'm still waiting shit immediately. Okay? Time to drop that. That's not helping the scenario in any way, shape, or form. I love to think to myself, like what our higher self, or if our subconscious was in a human form and could speak to us when we're doing things like that. I know in my heart that if it was like my subconscious mind or my higher self would be like, you know how to manifest and you're still gonna talk like shit and then wonder why it's not here yet? That's how my subconscious would be talking. Or my higher self. That's how mine would be talking. I'm telling you right now, you got to drop the I'm still waiting shit. You're going to want to do that, or you're going to keep right on waiting. You know what I'm saying? You're not helping your cause. No more I'm still waiting. Start deciding to be. I'm now the version of myself that has a lovely stay-at-home work fucking job. I love it. I love my new job. I love that I work from home. I love my life. That's who I am. I am the version of myself that gets what she fucking wants. And I love that I'm finally able to work from home. I love it. I love my life. I love that I'm never going to say I'm still waiting ever fucking again and then wonder why I don't have what I want. Okay? Okay. Oh no, don't you? Oh, don't want my battery to die. Allie, thank you very much. How to live in the end when having to deal with divorce attorneys and him telling me he will never be with me again. Now, okay, this actually is, I think, going to be a good question for anybody, any manifestation. So obviously, when we are manifesting, or we've made the decision that we want to experience, blah blah blah, our 3D might be pretty consistently telling us a different story, right? And we still have to live and exist in this world, right? In our 3D world, we still have to exist. We have to see things. In your case, you're dealing with divorce attorneys, you're hearing your hubby say shitty things to you, like he's never coming back again, you're never getting married again. Okay. So, and I know that is not comfortable. I know it's not. And I'm sure you're finding it very upsetting, especially when you hear it from his mouth, right? But in those moments, even when you're dealing with the divorce attorneys, okay, what you're doing in that scenario, okay, because I know you're not the first person to come to me with a question like that. How am I supposed to fucking live in the end if I've got to keep doing A, B, and C? The A, B, and C is nowhere near my end. And I know, I get it. But that's because you're thinking logically. And that's really all it is. I'm sorry about the sun. That's why I'm not facing this way, because it was totally washing me out. So I know the lighting. All right. So you're thinking logically, literally, and that's all it is. You're thinking very logically and you're thinking very literally, and you're seeing the divorce, the process in itself, let alone the attorneys and the paperwork and what your ex, well, he's not your ex, but you know what I'm saying, is saying to you. You're seeing that as obstacles, right? And like I said, I know it's upsetting, so I'm not picking at you. I'm just like, let's be real. Let's be authentic right now. Let's be authentic with yourself. You're seeing that as, I'm not going to get my manifestation. This isn't working. I don't even want to go through the divorce process. I don't want this to happen. I want this to stop. I get it. And that can definitely happen. But to make your life a little easier, stop seeing it as, if this happens, then I'm not going to get my manifestation. Now, I'm not saying to you that you can't manifest if the divorce never goes through. That's not what I mean by that. I'm saying right now, this is you with your 3Ds inside the hand. This is you with your 3D. I just put a TikTok up about this. You're clutching your 3D and you're seeing it as full of fucking obstacles. And it's not. None of it is. Always remember when we're getting upset, we are thinking logically and we're seeing our 3D is not fucking conforming to what we want. But listen, you're not trying to hang out in this 3D anymore. You're not trying to manifest that version of your hubby. You're manifesting a completely different reality, the reality where you are happily married to your person. So it really doesn't matter what's going on right now. What's going on right now is just the manifestation of who you were previously being. That's it. There are no obstacles. None. And sometimes our 3D doesn't make fucking sense. And it can be upsetting. Yeah, we're humans. We're going to have our moments, right? We are given the range of emotions for a reason. We're going to utilize them at some point. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Just know I'm not looking at this as an obstacle anymore. I might be going through the motions, but going through the motions, meaning like showing up when you need to show up, handing in paperwork, talking to an attorney when you need to, the divorce attorneys, realize they're not obstacles. So you're going through the motions, but you going through the motions doesn't mean you're doing anything to harm your manifestation. So living in the end isn't, you having to fake life or it's not you. I'm going to try to give you a better example. When someone's trying to manifest a specific person, let's use you as the example. Hold on. All right. So I don't know if you and hubby are still under the same household, all right. So, but for the sake of this conversation, let's say that you aren't. Say he's already moved out, okay? You're still going out and buying groceries every fucking week, aren't you? Or whenever you go grocery shopping. You're going out and buying groceries, right? So if hubby has moved out, we're pretending that he is, just for my example. If your hubby's moved out, you're not buying extra fucking groceries for his ass right now, are you? Jamie! Oh, I love you. I miss you. Thank you so much. Okay. You see what I'm trying to say? When we're manifesting a specific person that we want to marry and spend the rest of our lives with, you can be living in the end, which is just you deciding to be the version of yourself that's having what you want. You can be living in the end and standing firm in who you want to be. But you're not buying extra fucking groceries for the husband that you're not married to in the 3D just yet, are you? What's the difference between you not buying extra fucking food at the grocery store for your husband that you're manifesting? What's the difference between that and going through the motions of lawyers and just the process you've been forced into, right? Do you see what I'm trying to say? You're thinking literally and logically. So as far as actions in the 3D, don't overthink them. There's a reason why we really don't ever have to take action for our manifestations. And if action is required from us, it'll be inspired, and you probably won't even realize in that moment that it was inspired action, truthfully. So there's a reason why, because we don't have to fear of making mistakes in our 3D. We're always just going to keep getting rerouted to our manifestation. So you're thinking that, well, if I'm fucking showing up and filling out the paperwork that I don't want to fill out because I don't want this divorce to happen, and I am filling it out, so I can't live in the end because all this shit's in my fucking face. Yes, you can. The only reason why you can't do it is because you're thinking logically and you're seeing it all as obstacles. Do you see what I mean? Deep down, I know you do. Okay? Literally, fuck what's happening in your 3D. It doesn't mean shit. It's not going to stop you from, in the end, getting what you want. So decide to be the version of you that's having what you want, or at minimum, becoming. Okay? Mag, thank you very much. Kim, can you talk more about how not to be glued to the 3D? I have constant movement, but time in between is hard. Yeah, well, I'm thinking I just said a lot of that in Allie's response there, Mag. What about Danielle and saying, Kim, you look smoking hot? Oh my God. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. So Mag, all right. So you're getting movement. You're getting movement. Do you hear me? You're getting movement. But you're struggling with the in-between time, in between the movement. So what does that tell me? That tells me what? That when you get movement, and the movement's over in your eyes, right? Movement's now over. Where does your mind go? It's going to a place of, oh, what the fuck? Well, when am I going to hear from him again? When are we going to get together again? When am I going to get a text or a call again? This is hard. I don't like this. This is uncomfortable. I want my manifestation. I'm getting movement. But it's very hard in between movement. It's very hard. Why? Why is it hard? Why is it hard between movement? Your moments of movement. Why is it hard? Because you're thinking logically you're thinking literally. Literally, I probably could answer every damn question in this live stream by saying you're thinking logically and literally. And you're impatient on top of it, Meg. Well, if you're so impatient, why are you not getting impatient with your fucking self? Why are you not getting fucking impatient with your fucking self, huh? Can you imagine if you just decided I'm gonna be the version of self that I want to be, and I'm not gonna stress out over my 3D because I know by me standing in this decision I have to get what I want? Why don't you get impatient with that? You know what I'm saying? Your eyes are glued to the 3D. This is you. This is 3D. This is you. This is you. You're getting movement. You're getting movement. I think you're also bracing for impact. I think that when you get movement, I think the next place is, what if I don't get it? What if I don't hear from him? When the fuck am I going to hear from him again? When is this going to happen? God damn it, I'm so sick of this shit. When is it going to happen? Don't get me wrong. I only know that you're doing that because I used to do that too. Because I'm fucking impatient. So I get it. So I'm just having fun, picking on you right now, right? I'm just having fun at your expense right now, Mick. But no, truthfully, I was the same way. I get it. We all want our manifestations yesterday. Everyone does. So decide to be the version of you who's having it, or at minimum, becoming. Decide. Decide it right now. Because when you're standing in that version of self, when you're in that state, you're not going to be impatient. It's not going to bother you. You're going to be in a comfortable place mentally. When you are truly in the state of having the manifestation, which is just another way of saying being the version of self who has the manifestation, when you're there, you really don't understand that you're not going to be stressing shit. You're going to be in the knowing stage, that knowing phase. Impatience, probably not going to be a part of that equation. It's really not, because you're in the knowing. And the knowing feels like a happy 0 fucks given. Literally. So start focusing on that, Meg. All right? And I'm seeing some of the messages. So yes, to repeat what Hawkeye's, please don't. The spamming, okay? The spamming of the questions doesn't get your fucking question answered quicker. Okay? So listen, if you got timed out, listen. That's why. If you ask something over and over and over and over and over, do you want to know? Don't you? Y'all know I'm fucking snarky. Huh? With a touch of sassy. Like, I had a younger sibling, okay, that I had to babysit after fucking school. And if he did any of that type of annoying shit, bugging me, asking me questions over and over and over and over, I would deliberately not answer that fucking question. I would deliberately pretend I couldn't see him, like he was fucking invisible. All right? Well, that's what I'm going to do to your repeated question. I pretend it's not there. Because you're asking it 10,000 times like a child. Cut it out. Okay? Because my moderators, they're taking care of shit for me, so I can answer the questions. All right? Settle down, Beavis. No more repeating, please. Okay? Okay. Oh, you love my snark. You know that. All right. Catherine, thank you very much. Kim, I rejected my SP because he keeps trying to sleep with me. And I want him to declare his love for me. Need judging, please. Okay, so it sounds like to me you set a fucking boundary. You set a boundary. Good. Don't start panicking. This is not going to ruin your manifestation. Even if he responded to you unfavorably because of that, okay? Even if he responded unfavorably because you set a boundary, don't worry. Don't worry. It's still going to work out for you. You're still going to get your manifestation. You set a boundary. That's right, Hawkeyes. We are. I'm on the cusp, though. I'm a cusp of Gemini. So, anyway. Fuck. I just forgot my train of thought. God damn it. Okay, Catherine. So, no, I just lost my train of thought again. Damn it. All right, hold on. Oh, boundaries. First of all, I'm proud of you. All right? And anybody else out there in a friends with benefits scenario that you want changed, okay? You want it to stop being that, okay? And some of you are continuing to have the sleeping with the person, having the benefit, whatever it's called, friends with benefits. You're continuing to do it, but you don't want to, truthfully, on the inside. But you're afraid to set the boundary. So you keep doing behaviors that you don't want to do because you're afraid you're going to lose him or lose her. You're afraid you're going to lose the SP if you set a boundary. Now, I just want to say, this is also a no judgment. If you're enjoying the pleasures of, the benefits, this is not me judging you. I don't give a shit what you do in your 3D, truthfully. Okay. Just don't be killing people and mean things like that. But, you know what I'm saying? Don't do anything crazy. But, so it goes both ways. If you're continuing to do it, listen, you can still manifest that it changes. If you're setting the boundary, you're great. You're still going to get your manifestation too. I think that if anybody out there is doing the behavior, the benefits part, and you're not loving it, stop. Stop. So hear the difference in what I'm saying. If you're enjoying the benefits and continuously doing it, and you want to keep doing it, and you want to manifest it into more, but you're enjoying yourself, that's a different category. But to those of you continuing friends with benefits out of fear of losing that person, fucking stop. We should never be doing things that we are not enjoying for the sake of we're afraid of losing that fucking person. You're not going to. If you stand firm in who you want to be, and if that version of you is the version of you who has your person, you have nothing to worry about. We never have to continue doing things we don't want to do like that, especially stuff like that. We don't have to do it out of fear of losing a person. That's logical, literal, 3D world thinking. Okay? That's all that is. And it's time to break the habit of doing shit that we don't like out of fear of losing something. Fuck that. Yes, we are limitless. Soul Stow, yes. We are. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to keep doing things that you don't enjoy. Because listen, that's not manifesting. That's manipulation. You're manipulating in the 3D out of fear. That's not manifesting your specific person, just so you know that. Manifesting is you deciding to be a new version of self. So if you're doing actions in your 3D that are not bringing you pleasure, are you changing self? Or are you standing firm in a version of yourself that you're not even enjoying being? See what I'm saying? So sometimes on our journey, there may be moments where we have to put a boundary down. That's not going to be on everybody's journey, right? So don't compare yourself to your neighbor because we're all different, but sometimes a boundary comes up. Came up in mine too. So listen, setting boundaries sometimes can be the automatic power button to shift you into a newer state, a newer version of self that gets the fucking manifestation. Sometimes that boundary moment catapults you to the version of self that has the desire. Might not feel it. You might feel a little nervous to do it. Not only is manifestation purely changing self, but when we set certain boundaries, so long as it's not coming from, listen, Let me say this. I really want you to hear this. So long as you're not setting the boundary from a placement of, being a douchebag, like, for example, well, I'm never, ever going to contact that person again, ever. I'm going to make them miss me, the son of a bitch. No, I'm not texting it. He waited an hour to text me back. That I'm going to wait an hour to text him back. That was me. I used to do that. Don't. That's manipulation. That's not manifesting. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But changing self is the key. Is the key to everything manifestation-wise. The key to self, being a new version of self. Boundaries are okay. And I know some of you right now in this moment, you just thought logically and you thought to yourself, yeah, but I thought we didn't have to take action in order to manifest. You are right. You don't. But you also don't have to keep tolerating people's asshole fucking behavior just because you're manifesting. It is safe and secure to set a fucking boundary when you want to. You don't have to just accept everyone's shitty behavior, even if they're just reflecting your shitty beliefs. It's always better to choose self. And when you set boundaries and stop taking people's shit, that's you choosing yourself. It's choosing you. Choose you. Always choose you. That's not being selfish in a bad way. Like I said, sometimes it's those moments that power crushes you to the version of self you need to be. We can't make mistakes. We can't fuck this up. Okay? Can't. So I know you're probably worried because you put your foot down, you set that boundary, and I want you to know, since my computer comes like, Catherine, I want you to know, don't worry about a damn thing. Good for you. Good for you for not continuously doing something that was making you feel like it wasn't going to turn into a full-blown relationship. And let me just say, that's also you addressing the belief. And I'll use me as the example. I have sincerely had a belief, and this is a limiting belief, truthfully, but I have had it and I am not changing it. I have had the limiting belief since forever, that, like that song from Monica, I don't get down on the first night. Remember that song? I should make a move, but I won't. I know you're probably thinking something is wrong, knowing if I do that it won't be right. I don't get down on the first night. So I had a belief that, no, I'm not sleeping with him on the motherfucking first night, then he'll never be in a relationship. He'll never be my boyfriend because he got it on the first night. That's my limiting belief. So I did my best. I did my best to follow that. Because back then, obviously, I didn't even know that I was manifesting, right? Because it was my belief. But now I do. And now I understand, right? Okay, well, I would keep, I would keep having that experience because that was my belief. But I also, even if I really, really wanted to do it on the first night, I wouldn't. Because it would give me a yuck feeling like, well, fuck, I just ruined this. So it wasn't pleasurable, even though, parts of me felt like it would be. You know what I'm trying to say? It wasn't pleasurable. Right? And you get what I'm saying? Because I would have been worried. I would have been thinking shitty thoughts. So because I have that belief, whatever, I'm rambling. Good for you for setting the boundary and not continuing a behavior, which is honestly a behavior from the version of self that didn't have the manifestation. You're changing that. Well done. Well done. Don't worry. This is not going to stop you from getting your manifestation, even if when you set the boundary, there was an unfavorable response from SP. Don't worry about it. That'll change. As you keep stepping into the version of you that has a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship or whatever specifically you're manifesting with that person. So long as you keep returning to that version of self, you're going to have exactly what you want. Okay? Candace. Hold on, Candace. I can barely read this because of the sun. Hi, Kim. SP is back, but I have a fear he will leave again. Okay, hold on. God damn it. I'm hitting all sorts of things. All right. I have a fear he will leave again as there has been a pattern. And any advice? Yeah. Hold on. Let me just. I understand a lot if the angst that is being wait, I can't read. Hold on. I understand a lot if the angst that is being discussed here, but if you aren't seeing a beneficial 3D, it's you. Sorry, but that's a fact. Well, you know what? Lisa just dropped a truth bomb. She's right. Just saying. Okay. Back to Candace. I like your name, Candace. I like that name, Candy. Well, I don't know. Do you go by Candy too? I like that name. All right. So we're noticing a pattern, that's telling me that you've had this experience before. What are you doing to change it? What are you doing to change? What is it about yourself that you've had this experience? Why do we have an expectation that your person will leave? No, I get it. You've probably had a experience, which, okay, now we started the belief that we could be abandoned, we could be left. But, okay, have we addressed that? Have we decided that's not who we are anymore? That we don't have to fear people leaving us? That we can decide, or we can embody or step into the version of ourselves that experiences and feels safe and secure, or so safety and security. That you feel safe and secure within your 3D. Listen, abandonment was one of mine too. And that was something I had to start with, which was, because I'm sure you've heard me say before, it is safe and secure for me to trust. I started a lot, when I used to do a lot of scripting, I started a lot of the things that I scripted back in the day with, it is safe and secure for me to trust, because I didn't trust. I didn't. I did feel scared. I did feel unsafe. My God, anytime I would find myself falling in love with someone, I was, it wasn't a nice feeling. And it should have been, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Should have been. But because I was fearing being left again, that I was afraid of even falling in love, because I didn't want to get hurt, because I'd been hurt. So when we're fearing something happening again, we kind of want to start, if it feels too restrictive to go right to the end, right? So whatever your ending is with your person, then go to the next state, which I think is the version of self that feels safe and secure, that manifestation is always working for you. That you feel safe and secure, that you can trust love. I am now the version of self that can trust that love is real for me, that I'm allowed to experience it. I'm the version of self that knows I can trust. I can trust myself. I can trust my own decisions. I'm becoming the version of self that can feel safe and secure with knowing that my life is going to be exactly what I desire it to be. It's safe for me to believe that. It's safe for me to believe that my person is head over heels in love with me and is loyal and faithful to me. It's safe and secure for me to trust that I can allow love in and not be afraid of it. It's safe and secure for me to know I am the version of self that has finally found the relationship that she's going to be in for the rest of her life. The wording always depends on you. So always use words that give you the feeling you're looking for. Safe and secure were always, I always reached for those. Always. Because that's what I wanted to feel. So, I've shared how the month of September was a suck festival for me. Yeah, it was a suck festival and didn't enjoy it. And during that time, though, when I was putting the focus on who I was being, relevant to whatever I was manifesting, I also, made a point of deciding, no matter what I was manifesting, right, that who I wanted to be was the version of me that doesn't have to worry about stupid shit anymore. That I was becoming the version of myself that could just get up in the morning and love her life and not fear that it would be snatched away from her. I was becoming the version of self. See, let me just say this. Along my whole manifestation journey, obviously this was something I was always reaching for, but it really wasn't until September that for me, it got really real and I got really laser focused on it. But my whole life, I've craved that. So this is the best way I can to explain it. It's going to sound juvenile the way it's coming out of my mouth, but I always craved that. I just want to be the girl that knows that the person she's with loves her and loves her forever if she wants it to be forever. I just want to be the girl that gets to keep love like I think everybody else does, or all the other pretty girls did. That's, like I said, I know it sounds juvenile, but that was always my thinking. I just want to be like pretty girls. That they don't have to worry about getting a boyfriend, right? Obviously, as I got older, it sounded a little less immature, but that's the best way to describe it. Like, I just wanted to feel like, oh my God, I can love my life, and I get to be a part of the group that gets a boyfriend and gets to keep them, or if you want it to be husband. Like I said, that was the juvenile Kim. That was my realm of thinking. And when I got, obviously older and found manifestation, it was more of, all right, I just want to be the version of me that gets to feel fucking safe, that I can enjoy my life and not fear things being taken away from me, and that I get to be the version of me who finally believes that another person can love her for her and isn't going anywhere. I just wanted to be that version of me because that felt safe. That's what security was to me. Let alone the other areas of life. Obviously money. I want to feel safe and secure with money. I want to feel safe and secure with everything. Health for all my family members, my friends, right? But all states exist, which means all versions of self exist. So there is a reality where that version of you is safe and secure and nothing to worry about, and knows that person loves you, knows that you got plenty of money in the bank, knows that your health is amazing. That version of you exists. That reality exists. Now you just need to start deciding that's the reality you're in now. That's the version of yourself you're going to be. The safe and secure version of self, or the happy, full of love, safe and secure version of self. Period. And I know when we are in a shittier victim state, and I think everyone starts there. I just do. It's a limited perspective of mine, but I think most people that find manifestation are in some form of a victim state because they're in search of something, right? Manifesting something. Well, when we are in states like that, it's hard to even perceive that it's possible to be a version like that. That seems impossible. And that's only because of the state you're in right now. That's all it is. All it is. Right? You can only perceive things so far within a state. Meaning, the snarky bitch in me. Meaning, when you guys see me on live streams lose my shit when I hear that other like videos are being made with rampant limiting beliefs, it bugs the shit out of me, right? But in truth, for the coaches or people making videos with those limiting beliefs, it's not even their fault, because their perspective is limited, right? They can only perceive from the state they are in, or from the highest state they've ever reached, right? So you only can perceive things around you from the state you're in. So your limited glasses. But as you shift into more elevated, higher states, that's where you start to actually perceive just how limitless we really are. But if you've never been to that state, that's never been within your awareness. It's never been from your perception, because you've never been there. So for you, that does sound illogical. It does sound like that. It's, oh no, too good to be true. There's no way. But once you hit that state, you are expanding. Your awareness expands and you get it. You finally get it. Just like when you see in the comments as proof that when people finally understand states, you see how excited they are. Comment, look at my video comment sections, my live stream comment sections. You see it all the time. Kim, I finally get states. I finally get it. It's because that when you finally do, and it finally makes sense to you just how easy states are, your perception, your awareness expands. And the way you are perceiving things changes like that. And your 3D quickly validates whatever state you're in. You really are limitless. There's never really, truthfully, anything to worry about in the 3D. And if we are worrying about something, we're worrying about it from a logical, literal mindset. And on that note, I'm getting the face on the door. It's time for me to go. As per usual, if you bought a damn super chat, I will record a video answering your super chats. So your money did not go wasted. Your question will be answered. Okay? Thank you all so much for joining me on this lovely Sunday afternoon. I saw many people saying, look at, there's one. Kim, I finally got it. Thank you, Heaven. What the fuck was I saying? God damn it, Kim. Damn it. It'll come back to me as soon as I finish this damn live stream. Well, that's a shitty thing to affirm, but you know. Fuck. I have been like this all day long, just so you know. All day long. Walking into the room specifically. I keep walking into the bathroom. Can't remember what I walked in there for. It's never actually to pee or anything. I go in there to get something or to put something away and I will forget. Even if I'm holding the thing in front of me, I forget. Okay? So, I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? And this is just a reminder. If whatever happens and I don't go live on a Wednesday, if you're newer here, because I know you see the what do you want Wednesdays thingy, I will go live before the end of that weekend to make up for that live if I don't go live on a Wednesday. Okay? Just so you know that. So, I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about what your 3D is showing you. You worry about who you are being, and then your 3D will change. Your 3D will validate you. Okay? You don't let the 3D tell you who you are. You tell it. It's waiting. It cannot disobey you. I mean that. All right? Love you too, Ranja. Love you all. Love you, HBICs, Fandom Geek. Love you all. Love you, Kermie3. All right. See you tomorrow. Oh, like my salt lamp. The fucking bulb always goes on it too. It's kind of annoying.